अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुं त्यागस्य च ऋषिकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन. In this verse, Arjuna addresses Krishna asking for clarity about two important concepts, sannyasa and tyaga. He uses respectful titles like Mahabaho and Rishikesha to show his admiration for Krishna. Arjuna wants to understand the subtle difference between these two practices. Arjuna seeks Krishna's wisdom on how these two concepts differ and how can one live by them. This question sets the stage for Krishna's explanation of the nature of renunciation in the following verses. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Kamyanam karmananyasam sannyasam kavayo viduhu sarvakarma phalatyagam prahustyagam vichakshanaah. In this verse, Krishna begins to clarify the difference between sannyasa and tyaga. Sannyasa is explained as giving up actions that are done with desire, meaning those done for personal gain or pleasure. Wise people understand sannyas this way. Tyaga is described as giving up the fruits or results of all actions, not the actions themselves. The wise say that this is tyaga. Krishna shows that both terms relate to how one views actions and their results, with sannyasa focusing on stopping desire-driven actions and tyaga on letting go of the attachment to outcomes. This sets the foundation for a deeper understanding of how we should approach work and its results in life. त्याज्यं दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याज्यमिति चापरे. In this verse, Krishna highlights the two main opinions people have about giving up actions. Some wise people say that all actions are full of flaws and should be renounced completely. These individuals believe that since actions often lead to mistakes or suffering, it's best to avoid them altogether. Others believe that certain actions like performing sacrifices, giving charity, and practicing self-discipline should never be given up. These actions are seen as purifying and beneficial for spiritual growth. Krishna presents these two perspectives to show that there is more than one way people think about renunciation, leading to further discussion in the next verses. Nischayam shunu me tatra tyage bharata sattama त्यागो हि पुरुषव्याघ्र त्रिविधः सम्प्रकीर्तितः. In this verse, Krishna tells Arjuna to listen carefully as he explains the true nature of tyaga. He refers to Arjuna as Bharata Sattama and Purushavyagra, showing respect for Arjuna's strength and lineage. Krishna says that tyaga is of three types. This means that renunciation is not just a simple concept but has different forms. Krishna is about to explain these three kinds of tyaga in the coming verses, offering Arjuna a clear understanding of the different approaches to giving up attachments and desires in life. Yajnana-tapah karma na tyajam karyameva tat yajnyodanantapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. In this verse, Krishna emphasizes that certain actions, yajna and tapas, should never be given up. He tells Arjuna that these actions are important and must always be performed. Krishna explains that these practices purify the heart and mind. Wise people recognize that yajna, dana and tapas help one grow spiritually and lead to a more disciplined, selfless life. Thus, these duties should not be abandoned, even by those seeking renunciation. Krishna is teaching that true renunciation doesn't mean giving up everything, but doing the right actions without attachment to the results. एतान्यपि तु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलानि च कर्तव्यानीति मे पार्थ निश्चितं मतमुत्तमम्. In this verse, Krishna clarifies that even the actions of yajna, dana and tapas should be performed. However, they must be done without attachment to the actions or desire for the results. Krishna tells Arjuna that performing these duties is essential, but the key is to do them selflessly, without expecting rewards. This, he says, is his firm and highest opinion. In essence, Krishna encourages Arjuna to continue performing good deeds, but with a pure heart, free from personal gain or attachment. Niyatasya tu sannyasah karmanu nopapadyate मोहात् तस्य परित्यागस्तामसः parikirtitah. In this verse, Krishna explains that giving up prescribed duties is not the right form of renunciation. He says that abandoning one's responsibilities out of confusion or ignorance is called tamasic renunciation. Niyata karma refers to the duties one must perform, like work, family responsibilities, and societal obligations. When someone gives up these duties due to misunderstanding or laziness, it's considered tamasic, which is the lowest and most ignorant form of renunciation. Krishna warns Arjuna that neglecting one's essential duties is not true renunciation, but is driven by ignorance and darkness. Dukkhamityeva yat karma kaya klesha bhayat tyajit sakritva rajasan tyagan naiva tyaga phalan labhet. In this verse, Krishna describes Rajasic renunciation. He explains that if someone gives up their duties because they find them difficult or painful or fear bodily discomfort, that kind of renunciation is not genuine. Rajasic Tyaga refers to giving up actions due to fear of hardship or discomfort, driven by passion or selfishness. Krishna says that such a person will not attain the true benefits of renunciation. This type of renunciation based on fear and avoidance of effort does not lead to spiritual growth or freedom. True renunciation requires facing challenges without attachment, not avoiding them for personal comfort. कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुन सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा फलं चैव satyāgas satviko matah. In this verse, Krishna describes sattvic renunciation, which is the purest and most ideal form. He tells Arjuna that when a person performs their prescribed duties simply because they are necessary, without attachment and without desire for the results, this is considered sattvic tyaga. True renunciation lies in performing one's duties with detachment, focusing on action itself, not the rewards it may bring. न द्वेष्ट्य कुशलं कर्म कुशलेनानुषज्यते त्यागी सत्त्वसमाविष्टो मेधावी छिन्न संशयः. In this verse, Krishna explains the qualities of a true renunciant who is filled with sattva. Such a person does not dislike unpleasant or difficult actions, nor do they become overly attached to pleasant or easy actions. This renunciant performs duties without preference or attachment, accepting both easy and challenging tasks with the same mindset. Krishna further describes this person as wise, with all doubts removed, meaning they have clarity of mind and unwavering understanding. A true renunciant is balanced, free from emotional extremes, and performs all actions with a calm and clear sense of purpose.